Babies are fat and heavy. Your arm falls asleep. No. I just don't trust them. You just can't trust them.
Yeah.
I like them when they're kind of walking around. Because then if they want to
grab faces too.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I like interacting with the hands and stuff and having them squeeze a finger. That's always fun. Mm-hmm. And then I go pull my finger. And then they're like crying. And I'm like, here, I don't really do
Oops.
She just pulled it. It's a thing. I can't help it.
I can't control my farts.
Everyone knows you don't pull a finger. No, but
it's time she learns that lesson.
Yeah, exactly.
The hard way.
There was this guy and this girl, and they wanted to make a podcast, and they didn't know what to call it, but they sure talked a lot, so they said, let's call it Flappity Flap. Flappity Flap Podcast. Yeah. Oh.
Did you hear that?
I did.
Whoa.
As did everyone else. Oh, are we
good?
Balanced the same? Why
Hello,
do I feel
everybody.
so much louder? Okay.
Hello, everybody. I think because you started with a laugh.
How inappropriate of me.
It is.
Ha, 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 ha.
Is that a laugh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I was crying. I'm heartbroken.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, welcome to Flappity Flap with Brandon and Sarah.
Hello.
The best hosts you'll ever meet.
Wow,
you
that's...
won't meet in this room.
Okay.
Yeah.
You made it better at the end.
The best hosts of Flappity Flap ever. I feel really loud for now till we pass the torch and get tired of sitting at 35 subscribers on YouTube. I don't know. I'm just no
we're
pressure.
Happy with our subscribers.
No,
Come on
we
now.
are. We love our subscribers. You guys are the top 35.
Yeah. Thank you.
Anyone
guys
after
for
this
listening.
is second string. I need a drink of water already.
So what is on the agenda today?
Oh, oops, sorry.
Actually, probably shouldn't even say that because the episode is going to be titled something specific.
There is no agenda. It's all impromptu. It's all natural. We'd never... Oh, I'm gurgling now. We're the gurgle twins. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. So, we were going to talk about some animal stuff today. I thought it was appropriate that a jerk animal woke me up this morning. Fucking little fat squirrel. Woke me up going, I don't know. What do they do? What is that little noise they do that's like...
I don't know. I can't think of it. Could look it up.
It's like a squeaky... I wanna try to make it with my mouth, but I don't know how.
Here, I'll look it up. Keep talking about it.
It's something like that, but it was like a little pattern. I don't think it's a bird. I think it was a squirrel, because then they've been very active the last few mornings. And when I take the dog out to go to the bathroom, he looks up in the trees and they're rustling around. It's like 7 or 8 in the morning and he's barking and I'm like, shut up.
The squirrel is or the dog is?
You know what I meant. It was more...
That's like a squeaky toy.
Yeah, it was more like husky than that or something. But...
Shows great taste.
Shows great taste.
Mm-hmm. We already have a Brita filter, you jerk.
2 ads to listen to a fucking squirrel.
Uh-huh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. What? Was he giggling?
It's like...
Like he's doing a Donald Duck impression?
A little bit, yeah.
That's pretty cute. So it was like that, but animals just do this thing, outside animals, wild animals, I guess you could call them, where they do like the same pattern over and over. So it was like I was hearing his little squeaky pattern and he just kept doing it. It was like when we lived in Katati and we had those crows and it would just do like the same intermittent
cawing.
Same timing, same caw, and it was like right outside our window.
At my parents' house, it would be blue jays. They would do this thing where they would sit up in the trees, and when they would swoop, they would do like this weird swooping down and then up into another tree. And every time they would do it, they would like scream their fucking little heads off.
Yeah. Your
And-
dad was just saying how much he hated the Blue Jays, and I was like, oh, that's
and over
really
again.
not cool. And
They're
now
really
I kind
pretty.
of get it.
They're really pretty and cool
Yeah.
looking, but fuck, they're so annoying. And in the morning, it's just like they're screaming
Yeah.
their little obnoxious heads off.
And the over and I think if there had been some variation on his theme, it would have been better.
Yeah.
But it was just like right out there and over and over and over. And they're so cute. But like this morning when I just was waiting for the dog to pee, I was just looking up like, you fuckers. I'm so mad at you right now.
It didn't wake me up. I'm sorry.
I was kind of waiting like for you to go like, shut up. But I was glad that you slept through it because it was pretty obnoxious. So kind
sorry.
of woke up on the wrong side of the bed. And plus we had a lot of junk food last night for your belated birthday dinner with your
Yeah.
parents. We had pizza, brownies and ice cream. And yeah,
That was it. Pizza, brownies, and ice cream.
it was a lot. It felt like, well, by the time the brownie and ice cream rolled around, it's been a long time, I feel like, since I've had like a double dessert.
Yeah.
And I knew like this is just gonna F me up for like I wake up with like a sugar hangover. You know?
I'm feeling it a little
Yeah.
bit, I think.
I feel it. It was really good.
feel it.
And I had some more brownie today and I will be having some more.
But still.
It was a lot at once. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a nice little birthday.
I really like pizza. Combo pizza? Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah,
That
you are a pizza guy.
That combo pizza is so good.
It was good. It was really good. And you got a cool thing for your birthday.
Yes.
Birthday. I'm like
Yes.
slurring my words. What did you get? Tell the people.
Well, my parents got me some comfy clothes, which is really nice. Like nice working clothes because I work from home.
Yeah,
so
not
they're
like
basically-
outdoor working clothes.
They're basically PJs.
Yeah, it's like a big fleecy flannel
And sweatpants.
Every year, I'd say for Christmas and your birthday, although we're not really doing Christmas anymore, like presents. But every year for your birthday, they ensure that they get you at least one like warm piece of clothing. I think because you're a skinny mini, like they're worried that you're gonna
Freeze to
freeze,
death. You're gonna come home and find me one day, just
just stuck to your keyboard like
frozen
with a nose sickle. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't know. It's like a thing that happens in the cartoons. So, yeah. So it's like every year there's a new fleecy flannel or some thick flannel jacket.
And this one's like the outside. The outside is. It feels like PJ bottoms.
It's like
the
it's more
really
like
soft
fleece
ones.
than like flannel.
I can't imagine going outside with it in any kind of rain or anything.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
it would get drenched.
This is an indoor jacket.
I think even if there was like a light dew that I had to walk through, I would come through it sopping wet.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super comfortable though. I will be wearing it a lot. It's basically like a robe.
Yeah. We
like
were
a
just.
short
I was like,
robe.
"Do you want a robe? Do you still want a robe, Brandon?" He was like, "I don't think I need one now." Mm-hmm. And then they got you sweats.
And you said robe twice.
Oh.
And then in the
Robe,
TV, the TV started showing commercials for robes.
Oh. Fucking.
It's like, man, they're on it. They know.
It could have been
just
my
what
phone
we
that
want.
picked it up. Jeez. What a good. Oh, damn it. Anyway, what was the coolest thing that you got that you really wanted?
Well, I asked for a pocket operator arcade, which is basically a calculator sized synthesizer. And I actually first saw it on Craftsman. There's a YouTube channel called Craftsman.
Why did you say it like that?
Craftsman. And he makes all kinds of stuff. He makes animations and toys and, he like, what would you call it?
Craft stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
How'd you
what he-
know?
that's
How'd you know the perfect word?
That's what he does.
Yeah,
And
he's
he-
pretty cool. He's also like I feel like you can treat him like ASMR because I like just listening to him and watching him, and it's very soothing, like watching Bob Ross or something.
I think that's why a lot of people unknowingly like him is because he's just so chill,
So
and he
chill,
has
yeah.
a very thick, I think, Louisiana
I
accent.
think so. Yeah, I don't know actually. I don't know, and I would hate to.
He has a very
But
thick Southern accent.
yeah,
I think he's from Louisiana.
yeah.
It's just really chill and
And
nice.
he's got like a funny little sense of humor that I feel like sometimes I miss because he's just chill. He's just talking and he's making a joke. That's
a nice subtle joke.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he was making music.
He was making
Or-
music on
Interesting.
on one of these things.
I'm astounded by all
like,
these
what-
people who are multi-talented. You know, I would consider you one of those people, but like
Some of these
Chris
people are
O'Neill,
freaks.
you know, doing like animations and making music and
Chris
whatever
O'Neill's
else
a freak. He's like a proper
in a good way
animator.
to be clear.
Yes. He's like a proper animator, and he can make some really good music too. And what else does he do? 3D rendering and stuff. It's pretty crazy.
Well, and a decent gamer anyway. He's a pretty good gamer.
Yeah, but that doesn't take like studying
Yeah, but I
or
feel like it takes
real hard practice.
I do admire people who can play especially scary games and have like the presence of mind to figure some of the stuff out and then see it through because it's also scary and you're having setbacks. You die and you go back to a checkpoint or something like that.
That's true. I
To
don't know if
me-
he's that good at that. He's a really
That's
good
why
entertainer.
that's why I said he's pretty good. He's okay game.
He's a really good entertainer.
Yeah. Some of the people he plays with are like good at that. He's an entertainer. But to me that's another talent as well, is to be able to
I think Markiplier's really good at gaming.
yeah.
He can actually like have his head on straight while he's playing some
For the most part.
horror game.
Sometimes he mixes words.
But
know.
I mean, the way he's able
Yeah.
to keep track of stuff,
Yeah.
he'll be in this big like monster map and be like, "Oh, I gotta go over here," and the whole time I would be like, "I need to get away from this monster."
Right.
That's all I would.
And then
be
you're
able
just
to
like,
think.
I don't know where I'm at because all I wanted was to not die.
I just don't want to be jump scared anymore.
Right.
There's already so much pee. I'm just kidding.
Ew. That's the thought. Anyway,
Anyway, so it's a pocket operator. It's the size of a
pocket.
It's the size of
Oh.
a calculator, and it doesn't have a housing on it, like a plastic housing.
Your
so,
dad could not handle that.
Yeah, he couldn't. So it basically looks like some kind of homemade circuit board.
It's like you took the case off a calculator
Mm-hmm.
because all the buttons are in kind of a similar configuration, except there's maybe a few more.
Yeah,
It just looks like a naked calculator.
it does. Everything's exposed. It was, I think it's around like 50 or 60 bucks.
Oh.
And you can make cool little sounds with it. I don't know if that's picking up.
Yeah. I think the button pressing noise,
Are you hearing
unfortunately, is picking up more
Okay.
than the.
Well, I can turn it up.
But you can still hear it.
No, I'll turn it up.
Okay. That's beautiful.
Oops.
That's my jam.
I don't know how to use it yet.
Or turn it off. We were having a hell of a time turning it off at first. Stop it.
You don't turn it off. You just leave it, I guess.
Oh, I thought you said there was a
You just leave it for like
Sequence.
5 minutes and it turns off.
crazy.
I was taking the battery out. But yeah, it's got quite a big sheet for instruction.
In 2-point font.
Yeah, maybe 8. Maybe 8-point font.
I don't think so. I type in 8-point font. No, I don't. I type in like 11.
12.
Type in 11.
Really?
In my emails, I do. It's
I
like
think you type in
Calibri.
12.
It's Calibri, so it's a little, or however you pronounce it.
I
So it's
think
about the
I would
same.
know.
It's about the same size as Times New Roman 12.
Okay.
So shut your damn mouth.
Okay then. Anyway, it's
Don't
a fun little
patronize me.
thing, and I will be making some music with it once I learn how to use
Yeah.
the thing.
I look forward to that.
Me too.
And he's working on a Halloween animation, which is so fun. I'm so excited. You're going to release it. Did you decide for sure?
I think I might release it on the 20th.
Sorry, excuse me. What day is that? today? Oh, Tuesday.
I think today's the 18th.
Tomorrow's the 19th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tuesday's the 20th. Oh, cool. That's cool.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween,
10
everybody.
to 11 days early, right?
Something like that. The 20th would be 11 days because it's the 31st.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so you guys should check that out. I was going to say we'll put a link. Oh, well, we could.
Good, yeah.
Actually, because, yeah, we'll release the same day.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm all phlegmy.
I have it up at noon. So.
Cool. I'll have mine up at noon, too.
Cool.
Because we'll schedule it.
Wow.
So can you give me a link? Uh-huh. I guess I could.
I can.
I could set it and then, yeah, all right.
Not only can I, but I will.
We don't need to walk them through our logistical
Background
issues.
process, yeah.
Anyway.
So what do you want to talk about?
Well, we were going to talk about, one thing that actually we thought was funny before we move on. So I do this thing where if someone has their cuffs rolled up, like not on purpose, you know, like you're from the 50s, your t-shirt's rolled up with your
cuff
pack of
on your
ciggies.
t-shirt.
That's what I said, didn't I?
You said cuffs rolled up and then you said t-shirt, but like
Shirt?
it's specifically t-shirt cuffs, which I think usually when I think of a cuff, I think of like a long sleeve shirt cuff.
Oh.
So yeah, your
Short sleeve t-shirt cuff.
Exactly.
They get flipped up and it drives me not berserk. I almost said berserk, like, because I feel like that implies
I think mental is fair to say.
Yeah, a little bit. So last night I was quietly mental because I didn't want to show the mental in front of your parents. But your mom was sitting right across from me at the check-in. Thanks for checking. Don't want to send me over the edge. I checked. I always check my own first.
You saw my eyes darting.
Yeah, I did. Just the concern. Are we going to be okay? So she was sitting right across from me, and her left cuff was just like halfway, so not even the whole way around.
I think that's usually
like
how
that.
it is. Like it's just
like
flipped.
that the whole time. I mean, can you look at that? Can you tell me honestly that you could look at that and be okay?
Well, my dad actually used to roll his cigarettes in his cuff.
But that's fine if they're like consistent, if it's intentional and it's uniform.
I wear socks where my toes punch out of them.
And I don't
and the
like that.
heel of my foot punches out of it.
Yeah.
So I don't care at all. I don't think anything of that.
That's sick.
It's it's just funny how it bothers you so much.
The thing is, I don't have that comfort level with your mom. Man, why am I so loud? I don't have that comfort level with your mom yet or ever, and I don't want her to see my crazy because I couldn't say, can you just roll that down?
Roll what down?
Her sleeve.
Oh,
that thing
yeah.
we're
Sorry.
talking about.
I thought you were talking to me just now.
No. I feel like I couldn't. I feel like, man, what's my problem? I need some caffeine.
It's okay. Just, carry on. You got this.
What am I, a simple child performing a task like tying my shoelaces?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Well, so I wanted to reach over. I wanted to reach over.
Let me rub your
Get
leg.
off of me. I wanted to reach over and fix her cuff, but I couldn't. So I
think you could have.
She
would have looked at you.
Yeah, but
weird,
I was also kind of far away. But then I
thought you were going to say I was also kind of farty.
No, not yet. Not at that point. But
so, next time, I think you'll be fine to do that and just say, I'm sorry, this drives me crazy. And she'll probably look at you weird, but then
I don't want her to look at me weird. And then when she does it again the next time, I'll be like, I told you, this really bothers me.
just like slap her or something.
Whoops. Yeah. So I just kept.
Don't do that, please.
I just kept. No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
I just kept like looking, like, you know, everyone's kind of telling stories and we're looking around, and then I would look at her and my eyes would just go to her sleeve every time. And it's almost like I forget. Mm-hmm. And then I look at her and then I look down and I remember and I go, God damn it.
So what is the feeling you feel? Just
that feeling.
Just rage or discomfort or because I guess I kind of understand when I see someone with their shirt collar flipped up or just like one side. I'm just like, what's wrong with this guy? I think that's what goes through my head. Is like, is this guy unaware or is he crazy? It's funny that is a thought of like a simple wardrobe malfunction that's the thought that comes into my head. Like, is this person crazy?
Instead of, am I crazy?
Instead of like, oh, it's just a simple clothing malfunction.
Yeah. I think the feeling or emotion is irritation and emotion. It's not irritation at the person necessarily. I mean, maybe a little bit, like, why can't you just, like, why doesn't that bother you as well?
Like, sort yourself out, that type of thing.
No, it's just a thing about symmetry. So maybe if both of her cuffs on either side had been flipped the same, it wouldn't have bugged me. I think the asymmetry is what initially draws my attention, partly.
That's supposedly a female thing.
Huh.
That was a thing at the tattoo
You
shop.
sexist pig.
They would say that a lot at the tattoo shop. Like, if you have too many tattoos on one side and not the other, you're like
heavy.
you're like unbalanced or something.
Oh, okay.
And like a lot of designs people would want to be symmetrical.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely, that's always been a thing for me. I had an OCD, I feel like I've talked about this before on here, where if I would like scratch my left arm, and even now I will do it sometimes. I think unconsciously I have to scratch the other arm in the exact same place to like even out the feeling. And I kind of let it get to a point when I was younger where it would interfere with my activities. And then I consciously tried to stop doing that because it was like, this is a bit much. But it just feels uneven. And then it would be that thing of like, I've scratched this one. Now I've scratched this one too much. Now I have to scratch this one to even it. Yeah. And it was like a horrible cycle. But the flipping up thing is just, it's kind of like my completionist thing, you know, like having to finish a book that I don't like or some of that stuff. I'm not like an OCD person in the way, like I'm not super clean or have to finish all my projects.
I don't think you have to be. I think you can be OCD and just have weird little quirks.
Spreading my butter on my bread. My mom used to say,
all the way to the edge.
Yeah, you're just like your grandpa. Like he's got to do that. Or like if someone, as a kid, if you'd have like a teacher wiping the chalkboard or the whiteboard, if they like didn't catch like a last little corner of something, you know, there's just something left. It's like, it's so easy. Just finish it off.
Yeah, I'm kind of that way about that too.
And then I'm having to look at it past the teacher's shoulder.
Having to?
Because I have to look at the teacher and it's just right there. And I'm like, you couldn't just take that extra swipe, you lazy bitch. Not really, but kind of.
Interesting.
Like, I just wanted to run up there and just, you know, yeah.
I'm OCD about locking doors.
Yes, you are.
And I think it's because I feel like I have things worked into my muscle memory so well that like I don't want to have that and I want to be conscious. Conscious.
Yeah.
So like I'll pull on the door maybe more times than I need to like, you know, make me aware that it's locked.
So you'll remember. So when you're driving away, you're like, I remember pulling on this door 3 more times than I had to.
Exactly.
And that's how I know I locked it.
Exactly. But there's no counted number. It's just too many times. Whereas a normal person might lock the door, pull on it once, and then go. But I'm like doing it multiple times like a weirdo.
Well, I think you are very concerned about safety and theft, but especially now that we live together and we have for a few years, but you're extra concerned about my safety, you know, or
just
the
missing
other people.
Too.
But I mean, so it's like you're extra conscious and a little borderline obsessed sometimes about locking doors, or because you haven't had like a lot of money, you know.
Well,
like,
and I've had things broken into before.
Yeah.
I've had my
but so your
car
stuff is
broken
more
into
precious
multiple
to you.
times.
Yeah.
And I've had, you know, when
That's weird. Why are people breaking into your car?
When I was little, our house was broken into.
Yeah.
And I was blamed by the cop.
Yeah, that's okay. Well,
And
that's a big thing because
my dad's pickup was broken into multiple times.
We had someone break into our house once, and I think, but it was like a blip on the screen. Like, you know, the dog was a little freaked out, but there was no kind of feeling of threat. Maybe just my parents downplayed it so we wouldn't be freaked out. But you know,
It's such a
nothing
fucking
nothing
invasion.
major went missing. I think they might have gotten a little bit of valuables of my mom's, but it wasn't a huge, you know, it wasn't a huge impact. We didn't have cops coming out blaming us for, you know. That would be somewhat traumatic and scary.
He came out, so we had come into the house. There were things missing. My parents called the cops. A cop came out. He drew his gun, and we were like, "There's nobody here. What are you doing brandishing your gun?"
Maybe he was brand new. Maybe
He was clearly a
rookie.
dipshit.
Yeah.
And then I was like, there are footprints out there. Because I was little, and I was like, I'm trying to help him. Like, finding clues.
How old
And
do you think you were?
I have no idea. I was little.
Sometimes when you say you're little, though, it's like, oh, I was like 10 or 12. And I'm like, well, that's not really little. When you say little, I think 4 or 6, maybe 8.
I may have been 8-ish, something like that.
And he seriously was like blaming an 8-year-old for...
I may have been older than that.
I feel like you would have
really
had to be older for him to be like looking to you as someone
Well, he
who
was
would...
like, well, where were you during all of this? And my mom defensively was like, he was with us. What are you doing?
Asshole.
She was like, what are you doing?
You should have said playing with my Legos.
And she doesn't put up with that because her father was a cop.
Oh, right.
And she's just kind of like, what are you fucking doing, you
Yeah.
idiot? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, so I don't want to miss a thing and, you know, rely completely on muscle memory because it can fail you. You can do something slightly different in your routine and then completely forget to lock the door.
Yeah.
You know, or completely forget something essential. It happens. So that's why I do this stupid pulling on the door 500 times before I leave. Because it's like to tell me and to
The problem
absolutely remind me.
That's going to become part of your muscle memory. So I guess if you do it
I think that's why
a
I do
random
it so
number
many
of times, if you
now.
do it a random number of times, but that could still kind of become part of your muscle memory. Like maybe unconsciously you start to do it. That's a really bad motion. You start to do it like 5 times and then you do that. And then you're like, fuck, why can't I remember if I lock the door or not? Now I have to do it 10 times.
Maybe that's why I do it so many times.
Yeah, you're up to like 100 now.
Neighbor's like, is he trying to break into his own house? What is happening over
He
there?
was just leaving. What a freak. Yeah. But you're not. I mean, I just got through telling you about my OCD thing and then I'm like, that was a joke. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Anyway, so that was just kind of a funny thing. Maybe now that we have 35 subscribers on YouTube and instead of 3, people can comment and tell us what their little OCDs are.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
are you OCD about?
Yeah.
What drives you nuts? What do you have to do 500 times?
Oh, man. Do we want to? Yeah. Yeah, we do want to know. Anyway, that was just our funny little thing. It was a good visit other than that, other than my bordering on mental breakdown.
I'm sorry. I had no idea.
It
you
wasn't
were
really like that.
suffering.
It was kind of funny, but I was just like observing myself going, what is your problem? What's your freaking problem? Pull yourself together.
And it sucks because once you get something something like that in your head, you're like locked onto it.
Yeah.
And that's all you can kind of focus on. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Next time, just tell me.
I thought
I'll
about
be
that.
like,
Like
hey.
I could have a little signal, like a tug on my
Mom,
ear.
Fix your cuff, please.
Or I'll look at you and go like that, and then look at her very pointedly, and then you'll reach over and go like that, and the whole time she'll be watching us going, "What the fuck are you guys doing?"
fuck is happening? As we fix
We're gonna do
this,
like these complex baseball signals.
for fixing what's actually kind of a minor
Very
wardrobe.
normal thing.
Yeah.
Does not cause any issues with the wearer.
So what do you think when you see like a homeless person with their feet sticking out of the front of their shoes and like, does that like really drive you crazy?
I try not to look at homeless people because it's just a sad state of affairs, and then I feel guilty, so I just look away.
Why do you feel guilty?
I don't know. It was just like a thing that I
'Cause
thought was
you're-
going to be a joke, but
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I mean, no, I really do. I think that is a thing to not look too closely. You know? Because I've looked at homeless people before, like in San Francisco, and they'll have like, I mean, I'm sure it's here too, but I just remember seeing it a lot in San Francisco with like open wounds, you know.
Oh my
So I would
gosh.
just try not to look, you know, like maybe someone
Yeah.
had scraped up their shin and they're just sitting on the side of the, you know, sidewalk. And
Yeah.
like, so, you know, sometimes I would give them stuff, but I just
Well,
it was kind of really just
go out
like
and just
look
beat
away.
up homeless people for like no reason.
Yeah. Well, they beat up each
kinda
other
fucked.
sometimes. They fight over
do.
territory, and you know, I mean, a lot of them do have mental
Well, and if you're
health
stuck
issues.
outside,
So
like I met
Yeah.
a couple homeless guys that seemed somewhat normal, and it's you feel really bad for the kind of normal ones because they have to deal with the psychopaths, you know, and they're stuck out on the street with these
yeah,
you know, other crazy homeless people, and you're also
Yeah.
kind of bunched in with them. It kind of sucks.
yeah. I feel for people who don't have good family support. I mean, some people
Or
anyway.
just really shitty luck. I mean,
yeah.
you know, mental illness.
I feel like we
and
don't want to
shitty
get into
luck
this
and-
topic because it's
Yeah.
not.
It's not
just
very
a downer, kind of like the
Yeah.
deforestation and all that, where we're like, oh, okay, that's enough of that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about something else kind of funny and weird, which is you're gonna have to help me with this word, Is it anthropomorphize?
Anthropomorphizing?
You came in so confident, like you were just gonna show me how it's done, and immediately tripped over.
My own mouth.
How?
Anthropomorphizing.
Anthropomorphizing. Okay,
I think
what
so.
if I just mimic you?
Anthropomorphizing.
What was that video we were watching? It was like a TikTok thing, and they were hepatitis. Were they
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
pronounce hepatitis?
He was trying to pronounce hepatitis, and he looks it up on Google, you know, pronounce.
Yeah,
And it showed a little...
like a mouth diagram video.
but it was
thing.
like a little animated mouth.
Animated, yeah, not a real mouth.
Hand drawn or whatever, animated mouth. And it just looked like...
And he's like, yeah. It's like if you were looking at a Muppet to help, to figure out how to pronounce things. It's just a flapping
Although
head.
I think it was like properly animated, so it's kind of a little bit not fair to the person who animated it.
I think if you're gonna do an animation like that or a pronunciation, even a video of a mouth, you really have to exaggerate it to show the actual or slow-mo it or something. Hepatitis. You don't just go. You don't get like a English person or something
Or just
like
video a real mouth.
hepatitis, like a stiff mouth. Hepatitis. No, you go hepatitis. Why are we talking so much about hepatitis?
Hepatitis.
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 Hippo titties.
Hepatitis.
Oh my goodness. I know what you've been thinking about.
You got the hippo titties?
What'd you fucking just say to me?
It was a question.
Hey, hippo titties. It's like that guy who called you poopy lips.
Yeah, it's a good insult.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Hippo titties.
Hippo titties. That's gotta mean. Do hippos have? They must. They
They're
must
mammals.
suckle. But where are they?
On
Do
their
they only
butts.
have? Do they have two? Do they have four like a cow? On their butts?
I don't know.
You
Yeah, do they have
sicko?
udders? Do
That's
hippos
utterly incomprehensible.
do hippos have udders?
Do hippos have udders? It sounded like he said hippos.
Do hippos have udders?
I don't know, but it's a good question. We'll catch that one next time. Animals and their titties. Animals and their and we can call it
Do
utterly titastic or something.
Water bears have titties?
Are those the microscopic things?
Yeah. They're
Why would
micro
they?
animals.
But are they micro mammals?
I think they're considered micro animals. I don't know if they're
Aren't you a mammal because you have mammary, or is that like a
Mammary
myth or just
glands?
a not a myth, but like a
Oh, you're a mammal
coincidence.
because you have nipples? So our entire classification is because of our nipples?
based on titties.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah. The more you know, the better off you are.
I mean, they do feed.
I actually
The
don't
young,
know, but
so I
I think
guess
I feel
that's-
like that was a Dan and Aaron thing. Like they were saying, like, oh yeah, mammal comes from mammary, but I don't know because if it was Aaron who said it, I would be inclined to disregard it. If it was Dan who said it, I'd be like, yeah, that's probably factual.
I don't know if that's fair.
Really?
Dan's been wrong before.
Yeah, but not about
mean,
really
he is
dumb
human.
stuff. Like Aaron was like saying something about like, is Amsterdam in such and such, or is and Dan was just like, Aaron,
The
like come on,
disappointed.
yeah, like, are you my dad now?
Aaron.
Yeah, he just does that, and because he's from New Jersey, he kind of does that. Aaron,
Does he?
yeah, it's kind of a wide
Oh.
Aaron, but I can't do it. It kind of almost sounds like a Jewish thing.
Well, he is Jewish.
Yeah. So maybe it's a Jewish.
His papa is
He's
Israeli.
not a practicing, right?
I don't think so. No, I think the last thing he did was his what's it called? Coming of age or whatever, bar mitzvah thing.
Bar mitzvah.
Bob mitzvah.
No, I was gonna say bat mitzvah because I didn't know for the longest time that girls there's is different. It's bat mitzvah, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, didn't know that, did you?
I didn't.
I think I learned that. I think I learned that from Bob's Burgers.
Oh.
Tammy, what's her name? Jenny Slate plays Tammy. You know, the annoying bitchy one who wears
the one
too
that
much
farts
makeup
all the time.
Yeah, she's always farting. She has a bat mitzvah, and then she gets stuck in her own like sculpture of her head, and Tina takes over, and it's great.
I didn't
it's a good
see that one.
It's good. Anyway, circling back, we were going to talk about If I say it fast and I don't think about it, I can say it. Anthropomorphizing. Yes. Anthropomorphizing animals. Why do we do it?
Why the hell do we do it?
Take it away, Brandon.
Because we're stupid? Because we want to project ourselves onto everything around us? Like Herbie the fucking...
Car?
Right?
That's a little different, but yeah, I guess.
I think that's technically anthropomorphizing.
Yeah, that's true. I named my Honda Civic, but I did love that car.
You what?
I named my Honda Civic.
Well, you name things, though. You're a namer.
I know. I'm always like, did you name that painting? Did you name that drawing of that frog? And you're like, I'm not really into that. I'm like, oh.
Every time.
Every fucking time.
Did you name that? What are you gonna name it?
I haven't asked you for a long time, though. I haven't asked you what you're naming your little What are you looking at?
Like my new pocket synthesizer. What are you gonna name it?
That's true. Cynthia.
Mm-hmm. Cynthia.
That's different though, because it's not. A lot of your animations are cute, like animal type stuff, and if they have faces, like people faces, I mean, can you blame me? You're basically halfway there, you know?
That's fair.
Yeah. So I'm into that, I guess. So I guess I do it. So what were you saying earlier about people who do that and how stupid they are? Huh.
Have you had a lot of caffeine?
Nope. Okay. Hours ago. I need some more.
You're buzzing. You're vibrating.
So one thing, because we were talking last time about rats and their tickle receptors or their skin points that are ticklish like people, and how they will quote unquote laugh, like do a giggle thing. Which of course it's not quite that, because that's distinctly human, right? I mean, can you really say whatever?
Yeah,
anyway,
I don't know. Are there other animals that laugh?
Probably.
Like, do bonobos laugh, I wonder?
Probably. I don't know.
Because they like to fuck, right?
Funny how you had to just work that in. I don't know, but I do know that immediately I already like rats. We talked about that. I think I get it from my mom because she talked very fondly about her rats and how smart they were and how brokenhearted when they got tumors and she had to take them to the vet and put them down. And it was really sad. And
why do we get tumors? They're like the worst things.
Talking about the rats, but yeah. No, it does suck. It's
just
horrible.
all living things.
So
sorry, go
it's
ahead.
fine. So when I heard about the tickle thing and the laughing, quote unquote laughing, I even more was like, oh my God, they're like the best animals ever. That's adorable.
And apparently squirrels do it too.
Well, fuck them, because they also wake people up in the morning who aren't ready to wake up. No, I'm just kidding. I do really like squirrels. They're so cute. But I immediately felt even more of a kinship. And I think that is what it's about, is you're looking for a connection. And also because if you are like us and you kind of hate people because they kind of suck, you're looking for cute little furry things to go, oh, we're kind of similar. Let's find some common ground. Yeah, just,
people don't
you know,
suck.
it's true.
Okay.
No, not really. But, you know, I think we're like looking out, kind of like how we're looking for alien life. Like we're looking for something outside of our race.
But it would help a lot to be able to communicate. It's like, it's just like that movie with the symbols that the weird squiddy aliens splatter onto the wall or whatever. And like smoky
Arrival.
Stuff. Mm-hmm. It's like they were so desperate to like communicate with these creatures.
Well,
rather than just like, we can't just let life be. We have to like get in there and, you know, figure them out and like figure out how to communicate with them.
Well, I think part of that is looking for some greater meaning in our existence.
Why can't we just stay stupid monkeys?
That's too late for that. It's too late.
I know.
But I think you're looking for more meaning than, because life is like cruel and kind of unfeeling, like life and nature. People die all the time. You feel like you have this meaningful existence and these meaningful connections, and you can just be struck down at any time by the stupidest, things.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're looking for something bigger. And if a more advanced alien species comes and makes contact, there's hope for that. I mean, there's somewhere in there, I feel like there's hope for like immortality, and that whole story was, like a circular kind of, concept of time, which in a way is like, I think, immortality, just something more meaningful. I think that's part of it. And I don't know why it's not enough for us, but for me, I mean, it's like,
I get it.
We love our animals so much. And I think because there's a simplicity to them, like our dogs, there's a simplicity to them, and there's a love, even if it's sometimes a bit desperate and clutching, that is just more simple and pure than what humans have with each other, which is so complex and obnoxious sometimes. And I don't know. So maybe
Difficult.
That's what it is. Just reaching out to something different. And if we could communicate with you, and we may have different intelligence in terms of brain function, but the emotional intelligence of something that can laugh or be ticklish or mourn its dead or whatever is like, I don't know, really, like we're not alone. And I think being the most advanced species on the planet, it's lonely in a way.
Yeah.
Especially when you're surrounded by a bunch of jerks.
Yeah, and people
Not all of you.
People are like too complex.
Present company accepted, Brandon and listeners.
Yeah, of course.
Just want to be clear. Sorry, what were you saying?
People are too complex.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's like with most dogs, you can tell what they're thinking and what they want. Mm-hmm. And what they want is usually like simple pleasures. Like they want to eat now, or they want to be pet now. But with a human, it's like, what is your goal? Do you want to rob me?
Yeah.
Do you want to like swindle me somehow or get something out of me?
I want to manipulate you. I want to make you do my bidding. Mm-hmm. I want to make you think I love you, and then I want to drop you like a hot potato, or weird stuff.
Fucked up stuff.
Yeah, dog is like food, petting, poop, sleep.
And I think that's why we want to communicate with them so badly, because like, I want you to be my friend.
Yeah, teach me how to be more like you.
Maybe
to a degree.
Yeah.
But another big thing was the orca. I forget her freaking name, who lost her calf and mourned it for like days or weeks and carried it around. And then the other orcas in her pod like helped her, like they would take turns carrying it, I think.
That's so sad.
And it was like the longest documented, case of that. And I think they know that elephants do that. I don't know how long they mourn their dead, not just babies, and then she recently had another calf. And it was like just such an uplifting, inspiring, emotional story. And orcas can be real dickbags,
certainly.
They don't do it intentionally, I think, with the eating of the baby whales. But
no, I mean, they kind of play with their food and stuff. That's true. They can be dicks, but
yeah. But I love that.
Than us.
I think part of the reason that I've always been super attracted to them is because there's just clearly an emotional intelligence there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's looking for the way that people say we're looking for God in our own image, or God made us in his image or whatever, which I don't believe in God, but are we looking for our image in animals? Like, what is it just purely like ego and kind of not narcissism, but like we're looking for us I don't know. But, or is it just, I want to bond with something else that's not a people? Yeah. Do you have any stories like that where, I know you have, like, you've taught me a lot about, being nice to, like, lizard. Not that I was ever mean to lizards, but being less creeped out by creepy crawly things like spiders. And I think part of that, like with the jumping spiders, is they're really intelligent. Look at how they kind of like, with people who kind of raise them or have them as pets, they'll kind of touch their little legs or feed them, or they'll let them crawl around. And it's like, oh my gosh, like they know that they're safe, or they, like you said, they can kind of sense you and they'll turn and look at you. And it's like, oh my gosh, like a person. Like maybe that's why I went, oh, that's so cute.
I think it's the fact that they're more aware of you, maybe.
Yeah.
Because when you see like just like a normal house spider or something, some kind of one of the little brown wolfy kind of creepy ones that are usually just lurking in the corners or walking around. Like those don't seem to be aware of you
until you like touch their thread or get close, and then they maybe recoil. But it's not like a jumping spider, which is very like turns to look at you.
They will situate themselves to look at like your face or your hand. Like they are very aware of you. It's kind of strange.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think I just don't like killing things unless I have to or really feel the need to.
Which is a good way to be.
Because I don't have to kill hornets, but I do. Because they're jerks. They still are pollinators, though.
Yeah.
But they're just such
They're
assholes.
very aggressive.
They will eat bees, and they will bite you and sting you.
Yeah.
I think your mom said that they don't sting, but they have to have stingers, right?
I don't know, because I think there's a difference, and I still don't know the difference between, like, I think paper wasps might bite or can bite multiple times, but I don't know about...
Paper wasps can sting. My mom got stung by one, and her arm
Maybe there's
up.
some that can sting and bite, because I feel like some of them bite.
I think they all bite.
Oh, okay.
There was one caught, I remember when I was little, there was one caught in a web in my parents' backyard, and it was screaming.
A wasp?
Yeah.
Ew.
It was going like...
Oh. Is it to warn the other ones, though? Because
I think it was.
Because here's what we're doing is then I'm immediately thinking like it's screaming in fear or agony, but is it more like a hive thing of like just warning others away?
I have no idea.
Or just a survival to scare the spider off. It has nothing to do with kind of fear or like, I'm going to die and I'm never going to see Venice or whatever.
I have no idea what the reason is, but there were other wasps flying around it. Like, I don't know if they were there to help or to try to kill whatever was threatening it.
Yeah.
It may have been hive mind, like you said, because there were other wasps around.
The thing is, I feel like they wouldn't help a single one if it was like a worker. I feel like if it was a queen or something, it'd be different. Otherwise, it would be expendable,
I'm not sure how it works.
I
mean, that's your anthropomorphizing of the hornets, is you're applying your human logic to their weird way they have developed over time.
No, I guess I'm trying to go the opposite way, which is
because not always logic. Nature's not always logical.
No, but I'm saying I'm trying to go counter to what I would want to, which is to say, rather than buzzing around that trapped wasp because they are trying to help their crewmate, they're buzzing around for some kind of more survival reason, or because maybe there's like whatever. Do they collect honey or nectar as well, or are they just more like meat? Anyway, maybe they want to eat the spider. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Whereas I think if it's just a single worker type situation, he's expendable. He or she is expendable. So there was a video of that went around a year or two ago, probably, of a honeybee coming back to the hive or something, like maybe it had gotten stuck in some honey and they were cleaning it off. The other bees were cleaning it off. And some people were posting, oh my gosh, look, they're helping it. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't think that bees react that way. I mean, they're a hive mind, and the whole purpose is, they are wired and evolved to carry on the hive, raise brood, protect the queen, but the queen also, when it's her time, goes off and dies, or they kill. I can't remember how that happens, but it's like they're probably just getting the honey, and they don't actually care. It's not that they don't care. There's just no capacity for care. It's survival.
But I think if the hive is threatened, they will F some stuff up.
Yes.
Like, have you seen?
But I'm just saying they weren't helping that single bee is like nothing in the hive. They want the honey because the honey feeds the hive as well as,
Maybe it was a benefit of both. I don't know. Yeah, or it could have just been a
I feel
thing.
like if they got the honey and whether the bee made it or not, I mean, they're not going to go have a funeral pyre for it and, a service.
You don't know. You don't know.
Can you animate that,
they
actually,
do a cool
please?
thing, though. What? Oh, having a funeral?
Just like a funeral service for a bee.
No,
I'm just kidding.
No. I'm just kidding.
What about for my birthday?
Sure.
Yes.
I'll do it.
No, I know that's so involved. That would be so involved.
But they do this thing where I don't know if it was European bees or what kind of honeybees, but they will pile on top of the threat, which often is hornets, and they'll flap their wings.
Oh.
Do you say flap their wings for bees?
They'll
buzz their wings.
I think they flap their wings.
They'll
beat. I think they beat their wings.
They'll beat their wings. And
they'll
raise
beat their meat.
They'll beat their meat and raise the hornet's temperature and essentially boil it.
Cook it to death. I think boiling would involve water.
No, boiling their intestines.
They've got a little cauldron. What?
Right?
Oh, I just thought they just overheated
I'm just saying
it.
what David Attenborough said.
He said boiled.
I'm just
they
kidding.
boiled their intestines and then pulled them out their nose. I don't know. Yeah, no.
I think they just killed them and then probably kicked them out.
Yeah, literally
just a little bee stands up on their two hind legs and kicks the body out.
Let's stay out. And he's just got X's for eyes. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
That's pretty awesome.
That is awesome. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here, you filthy thing.
I hate hornets. They're such assholes. And when you're like trying to eat a burger or something outside,
they want that burger.
And they're doing that bullshit where they go left and right real quick. And
Why
you're
do they
like,
do that? Try to distract you, and then you look away, and then they take a bite, right? As you looked away.
Maybe one's just hypnotizing you while the others are eating,
and the other one's like, and you just have this little hornet-sized bite. Hey,
son of a bitch!
I wasn't there before.
Maybe it's so you can't smack them.
Maybe, probably, but then you outsmart them by getting a zapper.
That's true.
Yeah.
How are they going to evolve next? Zap-proofing?
Develop their own zapping?
They're all going to have galoshes?
Oh, like rubber?
I don't know what I'm talking about.
That would be heavy, though.
And you'd have to just hit their feet.
What? No,
If you shock them on the head, even when they're wearing galoshes, it's still going to shock them.
That's what I mean. You shock them in the head. You don't shock them in the feet when they're wearing galoshes.
I know, but my point is that's their defense, is wearing galoshes.
Oh.
Because that's like what you wear.
Like wearing a bulletproof vest and someone can just shoot you in the head. That's the workaround for that.
Yeah.
It's exactly like that. Nailed it.
I don't think. Okay.
Well, they already seem like they've maybe evolved. Probably not evolved because, again, we don't want to just throw that word around. But maybe
were created by Jesus.
Yeah.
Wait, Jesus didn't create them? God did, right?
I don't fucking know. Yeah, no.
You don't have to curse.
Jesus was like a prophet, and then or something, and then God created them.
Yes.
So apparently, but maybe they've already evolved because it seems to take a few slaps of that zapper to get some of them down for the count.
Some of the big ones. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, we weren't going to talk about killing creatures. It just turned into that. What is some of your favorite anthropomorphize, or not favorite, but like, because you definitely do it less than I do. And I don't,
what?
Maybe it's a maternal thing, anthropomorphizing. Like, my little dog, like, is my little baby substitute, because I don't have a baby.
Well, I don't.
Not that I ever wanted one. I don't want them.
I don't like little dogs. I don't think
that wasn't the question.
I know, but I'm just saying I don't think I've ever liked little dogs, so I've never anthropomorphized them. And,
But you probably do it to like bugs or something, or you say things are cute a lot that I'm kind of like, or that I used to.
Do I? Like what?
No, I think just you think slimy things are cuter usually.
Like what?
Like, I don't know, geckos and salamanders
yeah.
are pretty damn cute.
Salamanders are so damn cute. They got those tiny little like black
tiny.
doll eyes.
That could be creepy, considered creepy by some.
But they're cute. And they've got
They are
those little
cute.
toothless smiles.
Smiles. See, you did it. Gotcha. That's a human thing.
They're
so you
cute.
do, okay.
They're cute. I
So-
think salamanders are so cute.
What, was that one a salamander that was like 3 or 5 inches long or whatever?
The one out on the deck?
No, in Pam and Brian's place that I almost dropped because
yeah,
it
that
like
was a salamander.
darted or tried to bite me. I don't know.
Yeah, they come out in the rain.
You were so concerned.
Well, it was one of those purpley ones with yellow spots. And I was like...
The one at Pam and Brian's? It was like this, like thick. It was a thick boy. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't remember what he looked like. He was a bit much for me. He was a little big.
Mm-hmm. And he like jumped on you or something?
I think he
He wriggled.
I think I picked him up or you let me hold him, but you were like so concerned. I had never seen you concerned for another
Well, I think you almost
creature.
dropped him, or you did drop him or something.
I almost dropped him because he like did like a sudden move.
Mm-hmm.
And it startled me. And I didn't know if they like bit.
Salamanders, I think, don't bite unless they're like the big ones.
Provoked? Oh.
Because like the big, like Chinese 3-foot long river salamanders, those will bite you. But the little tiny ones, I mean, and I think even if they did, it would feel like. Have you ever been bitten by a frog? Mm-mm. It's like. Here, give me your finger.
Are you going to pinch me?
No, it's like this.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's like a frog bite.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, basically it's gumming you.
Okay.
They're designed to like swallow their food, not chew it. So that's what a salamander bite would
Like
be
the
like.
frog that's doing that like fly catching app that person has like on their phone or their tablet, and it's like trying to catch the flies, and then he like turns it off and the frog goes for his finger and latches on. That was so funny.
Yeah,
Maybe I should link a video.
they're cute though. They are certainly slimy, but they're cute.
What are we talking about now?
Salamanders and frogs.
They are really cute. Yeah.
But what were you saying?
I was just asking
the one
if
at
you
Pam and Brian's.
Oh, he was just big. Yeah. He was the biggest one I've ever seen in poison. Yeah, I was just asking if you anthropomorphize animals.
They have cute little hands. They have salamanders.
You are doing it. You're doing it a lot. Do they call them hands?
and newts.
Do they call them hands in the scientific
What would they
community?
call them?
Would
Feet?
Mr. Attenborough call them?
They probably call them feet because they just walk
Maybe.
on them.
But it's
only.
just funny. So you do it with the more slimy creatures. Little hands,
I
little
definitely
smiles.
do it with like chameleons when they like reach out for
Oh
a
yeah,
branch.
that's
and
pretty cute.
they've
And they
got
do their
their
kind of like little
cool
wobble.
little karate chop hands.
I do like that.
Yeah, they're super cute.
They're really
But that newt I caught, there was a California newt.
cute. Out here with the orange belly or whatever.
Yeah, they're like the most poisonous. Holy shit.
You're on fire.
Poisonous animal in California.
The most poisonous animal in California, like beyond like a rattlesnake or something.
I think so, but obviously you have to eat them.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to eat the California newt.
So less of an imminent threat unless it jumps down your throat or you're really starving and that's all you have.
Don't eat them.
You just starve instead.
But they have super cute little hands. And if you watch, because I had him in my hand and he was crawling around, and just the way they like reach for things, they've got like, I mean, I don't even know, like 2 centimeter, 2 by 2 centimeter hands that are just basically looking like little tiny human hands.
Weird.
They're so cute.
Huh.
Like fat little tiny baby hands.
Yeah, that's your thing.
They're so
Funny.
cute.
That's
Yeah.
funny. You're just like, you're getting all gooey. You're getting like all girly about a lizard, basically. cute little fat baby
cute.
hands.
They're cute.
They are pretty cute. I like them. I like them a lot.
Anything beyond Charlie
Thanks.
for anthropomorphizing?
I do it with everybody. Not I do it with a lot of animals. I mean, I'm always looking for that human connection or something. Human trait, probably. I think maybe it's more of a chick thing. That's probably can't say that anymore. I mean, chick, anyway. But like a maternal thing, you know, wanting to baby something. Make it like a human baby. Except I definitely prefer fur babies to human babies. Yeah. Because, I don't know.
You don't have a lot of experience with human babies, though.
I have enough. I've met like 2 babies in my life that I thought were pretty cool. And that's because they didn't cry and they were just smiling and quiet. You know? Yeah, one of my coworkers' babies just seemed like such a chill, sweet, happy, not crying baby.
Like
and
she
then
lucked out.
yeah, maybe. That baby just was so cool. It's like
cool.
we could hang sometime. But they're heavy. So it's like anytime I'm at a party and someone's passing around a baby, like a joint.
I think that's weird. I've always thought that's weird.
But men like
you
to hold
want to
babies
hold my
too.
baby? It's like, why?
It's more
Why would I
normal.
wanna hold your...
It's more normal when it's a close family member. So like my cousin, I think was like the first maybe family member to have the first of our kind of line of, you know, cousins and things, whatever, to have a baby. And I don't know that all the aunts and moms and grandmas just want to hold the baby of the cousin, you know. And I'm just like, I just like kept my arms folded and, you know, she cried a lot.
Just keep stuff like
one of the babies she
loaded
cried a
up
lot.
in your arms. Like,
yeah.
oh, I can't. Sorry.
I think most people know I'm
Always have a sandwich in hand.
not in each hand, a sandwich and a drink. Or something like really super delicate and valuable. I can't put this down. But I think everyone kind of knows me and the family. They know better than to hand me a baby. Because, like, I'll just, especially if it starts crying, like if it's sleeping, maybe. But as soon as I can, I'm looking for a way to pass. Because I don't know what to do. I just panic when they start making noise. Even when they're happy, I'm like, I don't know if I can keep this up. I don't know if I can sustain this level of entertaining you.
Well, and if you start wriggling, like, you better not try to fall.
They're heavy, too.
Are
They're
they?
heavy. Babies are fat and heavy. Your arm falls asleep. No. I just don't trust them. You know, you just can't trust them.
Yeah.
I like them when
They do.
kind of walking around. Because then
like
if they want
grab
to...
faces, too.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I like interacting with the hands and stuff and having them squeeze a finger. That's always fun. And then I go, pull my finger. And then they're like crying. And I'm like, here, I don't really do
Oops.
She just pulled it. You know, it's a thing. I can't help it.
I can't control my farts.
Everyone knows you don't pull a finger. No, but
It's time
Yeah,
she learns
yeah.
that lesson
yeah, exactly.
the hard way. By being enveloped in my cloud.
Learn it young. No, one of my other coworkers. Hey, I'm not finished. One of my other coworkers
Is it even picking
had a
up?
baby. Yeah. Boop. That's good. One of my other coworkers, I think I told you this, had a baby, and I would liked her a lot because she was super into food, and so
Aren't all babies?
not like this. This was like Charlie level food aggressive baby. So she's like every time
Food aggressive?
yeah, every time she gave her
yeah.
some cookie and then she was like reaching for another one. It was at work when we were still at the office and there was a plate of them and she was like craning and stretching out trying to get out of her mom's arms to reach for another cookie. And then I think even when she was eating it, she was like had her mouth open and was like craning her head like, and she's like she does that all the time. I'll be eating a burrito or anything and she's just
That's so
it was
cute to me.
So cute. It was really cute. And she has huge cheeks.
You know
like
what
her
I
dad.
think?
You know her dad.
I think at that time, or at that point, we're like reverse anthropomorphizing them. We're thinking of them as like
A little dog, a little puppy.
sort of,
Yeah.
because they're more simple.
Because adult humans don't act like that.
And I think that's kind of why we find them so cute is
Yeah.
because they're like partially because they're not, the mess that an adult is.
Yeah. Well, they're not devious, you're smarter than them.
They're devious.
Yeah, but they're not devious enough to like outsmart you. And well, they are supposed to be little and cute and innocent and toddly so that you feel protective of them. And you just do everything to make sure that they get to,
And,
the adulthood.
Do you
so they have to be
remember-
extra cute because you don't want to protect some of these assholes that are grown-ups. A lot of them, many of them.
You don't want to protect some ugly jerk creature.
Yeah, exactly. Hairy, big toes, big hairy toes. I don't know.
Are you?
No, I'm not.
you
I'm just saying.
Are you saying things
No.
you're seeing?
I'm giving you examples of the attributes
I'm not
that
wearing shoes
or
right now.
characteristics that you don't make you want to like protect that thing.
Okay.
An old guy with a hair. No, actually, as people get older, you do. Why do you become increasingly protective of them? Because they get wrinkled and small again.
Because older people are just more soft usually, and
maybe
more
not all
soft-
of them, but
more soft spoken.
yeah.
Well,
that's
yeah,
true.
grumpy old people, man. I
Yeah.
hope I'm not a grumpy old person. I might be though.
Yeah, I think you might be.
I hope not. I need to try not.
I think
to be.
you'd be more grumpy with me than you would be with other people because you
Really?
just, yeah, about certain things. Like you are very kind of not. I don't want to say stuck in your ways, but
Oh,
you know how I tell you quite often.
then I'm stuck in my ways.
You are a grumpy old man about certain things.
That's true, I guess. Shit. Mm-hmm. I've already lost the battle.
Just sink into it. Just just own it.
Just own it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's good.
No, it's really
advice.
not. It's really not. What were you gonna say a minute ago about something about babies?
Oh, yeah, there's a video of a baby doing basically what you were talking about, craning out like and I think she had like angry eyebrows.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
was like she was doing like she was being held, I think, and doing like a lunge and like an angry open-mouthed like stretch for whatever
like
food
a
was
freaking
near.
tortoise.
It was
Like-
it was if only you
And if
could
the head
have
shakes a
visual.
little,
I think you should definitely
Link that.
post a link
Okay.
to it because it's so funny.
so we'll have to post peanut butter baby again because you
Yes.
love that.
Yeah. What does he do? Like, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, she's like, does that feel good? Huh?
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. And then who's the kid? Maybe it's the nonverbal ones. And then we have the kid going down the pole. My favorite kid.
Oh yeah.
Ha ha ha.
I think just the lighthearted ones.
Yeah.
Are so cute.
Just being silly. Yeah. The tantrumy ones immediately send me into a rage, and I'm like, just
But that's how a lot of
I can't
adults
say
are
the
too.
things that
Tantruming.
yeah.
You know.
What's funny though is that you think that a baby craning for food aggressively is super cute, but that's exactly what you hate when like pets do it.
I think because I don't see it all the time. I think if I had a baby and if I had to constantly be, you know how you constantly have to like bounce or cradle a baby
Yeah.
to keep them from crying? Like, I think if I had to hold that baby all the time and keep cradling and doing that, and if she was constantly craning her neck for my food,
You'd want to bop her on the nose.
I think I would get tired of it. But just
it's
seeing,
because it's kind of a novelty to
yeah,
you.
it's fresh.
That's funny.
And I'm sure some of Chuck's, some of your dog's little,
Our dog.
some of our dog's little quirks at the start were
It's funny how
to
you say
me.
our dog until it's time to check his ass for poopy butt, and then it's like, it's your dog.
You just corrected me to say our dog. I said
I
your
know, but
dog.
last night you were like, I was like, oh, you were smelling something. You were like, maybe he's got, and I was like, well, do you want to check that out? And you're like, you didn't say he's your dog because I think
He's
but
got
you started to say
the longest, most awful
I do
hair.
need to trim his buttocks. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I know. It's
And then he's
disgusting.
peeing out
It's
of his butt.
disgusting.
And his hair,
Like a penguin.
his hair ends up in our food, our eyes, our mouths, our noses, on all of our clothes, in every corner of
We're
the
just
house.
that much closer together. It's like we've merged, we've melded, we've become one. That's
need-
what this process is.
We should not sweep the house for a week and then sweep it and take a picture.
Yeah.
And put it up on Twitter, and so the people can see, and have Charlie standing next to the pile for comparison. So you can get an idea. And some of that hair, I'm sure, is butt hair.
Yeah. A fair amount. Yeah.
So when he's spraying diarrhea onto
It's
his
not
butt
spraying.
hair.
Come on. Don't give him that.
When he's sputtering out.
Don't give him that visual.
You know.
I could probably sweep the stairs once a week.
I'm not ever going to wipe that dog's butt. I'm sorry.
All right. I'm glad we're not having a baby, because I just can hear it now. I'm never wiping that baby's butt.
I would do that if I had to, but that dog is a jerk.
Hey, he's not a jerk.
I feel like this is falling apart a little bit.
It's because you said he's a jerk.
Oh, yeah.
Now he's not a jerk.
Okay, then.
I will kill you.
That is your opinion.
Fucking kill you. I could sweep the stairs and take a picture, and people would probably be astounded for his size that is every week. It's just they're tumbleweeds. They roll into the corners, and then if you walk past them, the draft it's
and
special.
they get pulled up into the air, and they will just do loops in the air
until they find your mucous membranes
at 5 feet up into the air, and just float around like cat hairs do, because cat hairs do that. But yeah, I've never seen that with a dog. And you'll get like, I don't know, 3 or 4 inch long hair just like landing on your face,
coiled in your eyeball. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we should move on from this maybe.
I had one coiled on my eye before.
I could see your face just getting pissed off.
Why did we get into this?
I don't know. Just because the things that you find cute in babies, but you don't in pets. That's what I was saying. Yeah.
So. Well, and I think he's relentless. So I feel like a baby. Yeah. I feel like a baby could be fed and good.
They'd get tired
and they would stop.
Yeah.
But he could eat an entire turkey and still be like snuffling around for food.
That's true. That's true.
I think that's why my tolerance is low.
All right.
For him.
All right. That's fair. That was a mistake.
It was
a mistake. Venture into that territory.
You're the one who brought it into that, though.
Any closing thoughts? Because that got kind of ranty and cranky. Anything? You got any funny stories you can tell or anything?
Ranty and cranky. Anthropomorphizing objects?
Do you do that?
I think I kind of do, actually.
Like what?
I think I've done it with vehicles before.
Really? Like what?
Yeah, like talking to them.
Like what? Which
like,
vehicle?
Come on.
Your motorcycle?
Come on, baby, you can do it. Come on.
Well, that's a little different.
Like
I don't
if
know.
It doesn't, if it's like not starting or
I mean, that's almost like a
or...
prayer to God, but you're directing it to the vehicle or something, or just a prayer.
Bit. Yeah. Or just, I don't know, maybe feeling some sort of fondness toward a vehicle.
Old reliable.
That's like not, you're not seeing it as just a thing anymore. I don't know.
It kind of almost I think it can almost become like a home, like very familiar. It's yours. It's comfortable. I think your vehicle is your home away from home. I mean, definitely the way
What?
As comfortable as you get in your vehicles. I mean, mine's not much better, but.
What are you talking about?
Just.
Explain yourself. Explain to the audience.
How cluttered your vehicles get.
Oh, yeah.
You really make yourself at home.
Was it when we first started dating that I was like, hey, don't step on my trash. Be careful. Yeah,
you had like the front, what do you call that area? Like the foot area where my feet should have gone.
Where the passenger feet go.
The only place that the passenger has to put their feet, full of bottles and cans. Yeah. At least it wasn't like fast food, but it was bottles and cans. I was kind of surprised. Like, not like you were a super clean person, but you weren't. I mean, you were just like living like a messy single bachelor, right?
Yeah, the house was definitely cleaner.
It was cleaner than your car.
Than my car. My car was like, I would go to work and I would just leave a bottle or a can. I don't think I ever left food wrappers.
Yeah. It
Because
might
I know
be.
people do that, and
Yeah.
that can get gross.
Right.
If you've got like mold and stuff.
And my car's pretty messy, and I have a dog in it a fair amount, and we had wood in it from the winter, and I still haven't cleaned it. And then COVID hit, and I didn't want to go to the car wash, and I'm just kind of lazy about cleaning my vehicle. But I am somewhat, I don't want to say fastidious, but I do not leave trash in my car except for in my little side trash thing, like my receipts and maybe like candy wrappers.
Yeah.
But if I have a drink, it comes in, the can comes in with me. So I just thought it just became a habit. But my ex used to do that too. Just there'd be like McDonald's or something. And I'm like, why? This is your vehicle. You have to sit here. You want to get in here the next day and smell day old or week old McDonald's? It's just alien to me.
It's just kind of like a careless. It's just a carelessness.
Yeah.
But then the times that I would clean it out, it would feel so good.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy that
Yeah.
I don't care until I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm just either lazy or complacent or something. It's like my holy socks. Like I don't give a shit. I don't care. Whatever. But then I get, you bought me those fresh socks and I was like, holy crap. These are so nice.
It's so nice to have my whole foot covered.
I
Yeah.
love this. But I don't know. It's like a laziness.
No, I'm like that too. I think now, since my mom's not here and it's like just kind of our space and we can do what we want and not kind of worry about what someone else is going to feel about how we clean or don't clean or whatever. I'm feeling a little more like I want things to be nice. I want to kind of clear out some stuff. The bedroom, I'm less concerned about. I think it's all the other spots. I don't want them to get super messy. And, I just have been there before with, building up clutter and then just it does clutter your mind. So it's like I don't like to clean a lot, but like when we tidy the bedroom, it's like, oh, that is really nice. We should do that more often. And then 3 weeks later, it's like a mess again.
Yeah,
But
it happens
it's
so
like a thing.
easily.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like putting on weight. It's really easy to put on the weight. It's really hard to get it off.
but it's not really.
No, it is.
Like
it
if
totally
you
is.
if you just the hardest part is starting, right?
Maintenance.
Isn't
If
that,
you just do maintenance, then that's fine, but it catches up to you.
but isn't that what people say
Makes it
is the hardest? The hardest part is starting. It's not hard to continue through a workout. The hardest part is getting your freaking workout clothes on and actually beginning doing it.
That's
'Cause it's
true.
The whole
No, that's true.
the-
Yeah.
It's not hard to do
Yeah.
it. It's
Yeah.
hard to start.
It's
As I said like 5 times
yes, you
just
did.
now.
Good. You've underlined your central thesis. No, but it is that is kind of breaking your inertia, either way. Object in motion wants to stay in motion, object at rest wants to stay at rest. So my thing of like cleaning the bathroom is like I just need to start it. I hate cleaning the bathroom. I find it disgusting, even
And
if it's
I
not
can
like
do
disgusting.
that.
No, but once I got going, it was
Personal
like,
thing.
huh?
On a personal note,
Oh, okay. No, it's
saying
fine.
I can.
It's fine.
I
When I
don't
got,
mind.
but when I started it or just started doing some of the house chores, then actually I get to a point where I don't really want to stop, or I know that I should just keep going until like I've done all the stuff I want to do today because it's just easier. But sometimes like getting myself going is so hard because it's
yeah.
like, well, I could just sit here like a lump and watch a thing or read in bed or sip on my coffee or whatever. But once you get going, it's like, oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
I'm really glad I did that.
And just exercise in general. I mean, it helps.
That I still hate.
But it helps you so much. It helps your
know.
body and your mind.
Yeah.
It releases endorphins, so you're
Excuse me.
just feeling better afterwards.
Yeah.
Whereas if you just lay in bed all day, or if you just sit around playing video games all day like I did today, you don't feel as good.
You don't play video games all day.
I played video games for a few hours.
But you don't have
And
a
I
lot of
wanna play
time to
more.
do them, do you?
I do.
Oh, okay. You haven't had a chance to play a lot lately.
That's true.
You've been working a lot. So it's fine. Cut yourself some slack.
You're sweet. Thanks.
All right. We don't want them to see too much of that.
All right.
My
you
sweetness.
fucking-
Cold-hearted bitch. All right. Well, do you have anything else to add? Anything of import?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I don't think so.
I don't
Here
think
comes
so.
your
no.
Canada. Canada.
Can a
Can a
day?
day. Can a day. A beer.
Oh, can a day.
That's nice. That's good. I like it.
Okay.
All right. You do the sign off. You do a sign off. Do it.
Thanks for showing. Time for us to go and
You should do a little bloop, bloop, bloop to wrap up. Give them a little treat. Give the people what they want.
Okay. I don't know. I don't remember what any of the sounds
all
are.
right. And then it'll take 5 minutes for it to turn off. Perfect.